We're pleased at this time to be joined by the head football coach in his second year at the helm of the University of Virginia Cavaliers here at the Virginia Beach Sports Club Luncheon, Tony Elliott. Coach, thank you for stopping by here in the 757 to speak of the sports club. What's this mean to you?
It means a lot, first and foremost, to be able to thank the folks that support the Virginia Beach Sports Club and all their contributions to the student athletes that work hard and in their craft, and just letting them know that the fruits of their labor will be seen in due time, but just continue to sow the positive seeds in the community and also have an opportunity to get out and just let people know who I am, kind of as the person, not just as the persona, but as a person, what I'm trying to build at the University of Virginia, so that, in due time, when there's opportunities, they feel good about sending their young men our way.
You spoke really in depth about your upbringing, some of the trials and tribulations, and also the challenges you've faced at UVA already, and I think people saw that deeper side of you. I want to go to just the 757 in general, because when you were at Clemson coaching and recruiting, you've had players at UVA now from the 757, and you recruited. What's so neat about this specific area in the Commonwealth that you know is so important to the growth of your program moving forward?
I mean, it's as talent rich as any area in the country. If you just look at the guys that have come out of this area throughout the years. I mean, not just good football players, but great football players, very, very talented, and great young men. So that's the importance of the 757. And as I started to learn more about the state of Virginia, you see that it's a very dense area where you can recruit a lot of guys. They're connected. They love football. So it's just a hotbed of talent that. At the University of Virginia, quite frankly, we got to do a better job of recruiting, and hopefully the coaches and all the people sense that, with the presence that we've made thus far in our tenure at Virginia down here in the 757.
I'm sure you get approached about this daily, and this is no different here on a day in April. As a head football coach, Division I level, how would you describe in word or words the life of a recruiter, NIL, transfer portal, all those things, and what it all entails these days?
It's a whirlwind, to be honest with you. There's never a dull moment. There's never a down moment. So recruiting is now 24/7, 365. But now it's recruiting your own roster just as much as it recruiting the guys that are not on your roster. And so you have to prioritize and make sure that you're paying enough attention to all the different areas. And then you also have to stay versed on what's going on in the landscape. What are some other things you can anticipate to change in the near future so that you can adjust and react. But it's a challenge. For a while, college football had gone in the direction of really, really trying to help the assistant coach with work-life balance. But with the addition of NIL, with the addition of transfer portal, it's really kind of that has taken the back seat now, because it's a very competitive industry, and if you don't, somebody else will. So there's always that pressure to do it. So it's a challenge. I try to do the best I can with our coaches to make sure that we do establish some type of work-life balance, because if you don't, you're not going to be effective as a recruiter.
Just concluded your spring game. What were the takeaways for you and your staff from that?
Yeah, I really, really liked just the energy, the effort, the focus that the guys had, all 15 practices that we had. It was fun to watch them go out and have a little bit of fun in Scott Stadium. It's the first time that we've been in Scott Stadium since everything that transpired back on November 13th. So it was good to see those guys back in their element, in their safe place, having fun. Thought the game was competitive, even though we split the rosters up about evenly. So it wasn't like one team was stacked over the other. And then you also have the challenge of guys that may not have been working specifically together as a unit now having to figure that out. So you throw in a little bit of adversity. I thought the guys responded really, really well, had a lot of fun. It was competitive, stayed healthy, and really, really, capitalized on the momentum that we started the spring with. We've been able to capitalize it and carry it into the rest of the summer.
You're known as a very sharp offensive mind from your days at Clemson, and you know that the quarterback position is always the talk of college football. You got a guy that came in from Monmouth, did really well, and Tony Muskett, also Jay Woolfolk, who's a multi-sport standout. Give us the outlook of that position here.
Yeah, I'm just excited that there's competition. I mean, competition is what breeds championships. When you got guys that can compete, healthy competition, but they can compete every single day. It helps you to develop and have the intensity that you need to have on a daily basis to come in and prepare to the standard. So I'm excited to see it. Then you got Calandria, a freshman guy that came in mid-year, and you got Grady Brosserhouse, had a good spring, and Jarrett Raymond's, the trusted old veteran that's still kind of sticking around, and so it's just really good to see competition, healthy competition. They all get along, they all root for each other, all pulling for each other, and it'll go all the way into fall camp because Jay's done everything we've asked him to do, been a part of all the practices he was available to be a part of, but he's also got a big job on the baseball team too, supporting a top 10 10 baseball team as a reliever and a closer. So in fairness to him, we're not going to make any decisions on the competition until we get heavy into fall camp.
Sure. You got options and you got depth, which is always a good thing to have. A few more later on. Appreciate the time. You mentioned about the tragic, and people have been tragic ending of last season, and the prayers have been coming from everywhere, even not just Wahoos, people that aren't even Wahoo fans for all you. Give me, as you've moved forward here, what you want the identity of Virginia football to be. Do you have it right now, and what do you want it to be if you don't have it yet?
You know, the identity of the team, we talk about it, we want to be a fit team, fast, intelligent, tough. You know, so that's what I want you to see. And as a program, we talk about being a program that acts authentic, connected, transparent, and about service. So that's what I want you to see coming out of this. It's just a team that has something about them that is hard to describe, but you know it when you see it, meaning that, hey, there's something bigger than football with these guys. They're connected. They love each other. They play for each other. And ultimately, they're appreciative of their opportunity, and they want to use their platform to bring about positive change where they're at and then in the communities of the future. So if you ask about an identity, I want you to think about just a program that's about the right things, doing it the right way. It's about graduating players. It's about developing young men. It's about competing and winning at the highest level, and then ultimately taking all of those experiences and transferring them into life after football and making a truly positive impact in the community.
Tough schedule out of the gate. You got Tennessee. Give me a thought on those games and how it will harden you for the ACC and what will dictate the level of success you all experience.
Right. I think I'll start with the latter. What will dictate the level of success is just the mindset that these guys have. If they continue to have the attitude that they've had this spring, then they'll put in the work in the summer when nobody's looking to be able to be successful on Saturday. And then Tennessee, obviously outstanding season that they had last year. Josh Heupel does a unbelievable job with his staff and his players, and it's really an opportunity to see where you're at. I think everybody wants to play for championships, but there's only one championship game, and so you have to prepare yourself. And so you need to step outside of conference and play, established and dominant programs to see where you stack up. And we're gonna know kind of where we're at. And if the guys have the right mindset and they believe that every game that they show up, they have an opportunity to win, and they'll put in the work this summer, and then the score will take care of itself. So no real predictions other than I want to field a team game in and game out that believes that they have what they need to win because they prepared the right way.
All right, let's finish up on a fun one, non-football related. I don't know how you do it with you guys never get sleep here 24/7, 365 with the portal, all this thing going on with transferring so much and so forth. All right, what is Tony Elliott doing in his spare time? What's your hobbies? You going to see movies? You biking? You fishing? What's Tony Elliott and the family doing? Give us something.
To be honest with you, right now, I don't have any hobbies. I really just take a nap. If I get some time off, I want to take a nap and catch up on some sleep. But my boys are big into baseball, and so really when I'm not doing my job, I'm doing my job as a father and just being invested in whatever activities that they're a part of. When we get some time where their activities and my activities are not going on, then we like to ride side-by-sides and four-wheelers and dirt bikes and go out and get dirty. And so that's probably the hobby of the family when we're not doing something that's related to either my job or to their sports endeavors.
Well, Tony Elliott, thank you so much. Great catching up with you, and all the best this year in Charlottesville and beyond.
I appreciate it. Thank you.